Crypto.com's CRO token has tripled in November alone. Why has this happened? It's because of the insane marketing initiatives that Crypto.com has gone on. They announced that they hired Oscar-winning actor Matt Damon in their advertising campaign. And they have purchased a naming rights deal at the Staples Center. And by the way, this is where the Los Angeles Lakers basketball team plays. I am super bullish on CRO token, and I'm going to go into why in this video and where I think the price is heading. We're going to do some chart analysis, but before we go into that, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, an amazingly cool meme coin called Totoro Inu. All details of the sponsorship are mentioned in my disclaimer in the description box for full transparency. Totoro Inu is a community-driven ecosystem where they focus on investor satisfaction. It's an ERC20 based token, so you can buy it on Uniswap. And the token name is Totoro. And this will be used in their upcoming launchpad, TotoroPad, which will be a multi-chain, anime-themed launchpad with a refund system, which allows you to have security and satisfaction. So you can also invest in some of the biggest projects out there on their launchpad. 1% of all taxes go directly to the holders in an RFI static reward system. And the liquidity is locked from 1 year from launch, which was on October 28th. They're secure and immutable, so their ownership is renounced. They have passed their tech rate audit, builds trust, and the contract code cannot be changed. Of course, since it's community driven, they're focused on marketing as well as development in all the different features they are going to offer to the community. As for their tokenomics, they have 1 quintillion Totoro tokens in total supply. Fee structure is this. There's an 11% transaction tax. 1% goes towards reflection to holders, so that's the rewards. And then we have 4% in the liquidity pool. This gives us a price floor. 6% goes towards marketing and development. Incredibly important to give a use case with their feature of the TotoroPad, but also because it's a community-driven project, we want marketing to be there. Their Twitter following is growing and they are listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. All details for Totoro Inu is linked down below in the description box. Let's get into CRO token and why I am so bullish on it. Look at this, guys. The CRO token dominated crypto markets. The token was a top performer with a market cap of above 10 billion. And it started off with a much lower market cap. This is why I emphasize on investing when the market cap is low so that you can see some serious returns. It more than tripled in November. This is their Staples Center Stadium deal, so they will have their named rights there. And look at this. Crypto.com becomes Copa Libertadores sponsor and CONMEBOL's NFT partner. This is some great stuff. They are entering the NFT realms, and this is one of the reasons I'm super bullish on CRO. Let's talk about what the token can do. So by the way, for those of you that don't know, CRO token migrated from ERC20 standard to the Crypto.com chain cryptocurrency. So this digital asset is now a coin. Remember, tokens tend not to have their own blockchain, whereas coins tend to. So CRO is actually now a coin, and that is what is key. It has its own native blockchain that is Crypto.com's chain. It's got multi-utility. The CRO coin can offer holders and stakers asset rewards. They also get exclusive opportunities. CRO coin holders can go onto the Crypto.com website and participate in certain features, including Supercharger, the trading arena, and the syndicate. And of course, Crypto.com allows for spot, margin, and derivatives trading. Just to show you these utilities, we can see that Supercharger is how CRO coins can mine new DeFi tokens that will launch through the Crypto.com exchange. So they have the option of mining. The second is the syndicate, and this is where CRO coin holders get exclusive discounts on popular cryptocurrencies that are available or will soon to be available on Crypto.com exchange. So users can get an allocation at a higher discount than pretty much those that don't have CRO coin, basically depending on how many CRO coins are staked. And one of my favorite parts is that they offer the trading arena, which is a community platform that allows play to earn games. So essentially you can play games, you can earn, there's competitions, there's prizes, including a Tesla Model 3. Even Forbes tweeted about the Crypto.com CRO coin. Taking a look at this, they talked about it as a native token, but of course we know it's a coin, has nearly quadrupled in value in November after a string of high-profile marketing initiatives. Matt Damon, Staples Center, loads of influencer marketing as well. And of course, their marketing has not only propelled the coin, it has propelled their exchange and the debit card and all the different things that Crypto.com offers. There's Forbes coverage, you guys. CRO explodes in value. Marketing campaign pays off. All-time high was $0.7984. And we're currently in a dip. I'm going to show you some price analysis because I really am bullish, and I will show you where I think the price is heading, but stay tuned for that. So looking at the overall crypto market, here's what's happening with Bitcoin. We're down 1% in the 24-hour chart. As you know, Bitcoin basically is the confidence indicator in the overall crypto market. First it's Bitcoin, then it's Ethereum, and then it's the rest of the major alts. So going through, we're only down around 1%. Most of it is consolidating. We've seen highs, and then we're seeing like a bit of a pullback right now in most of the coins. So just looking at Crypto.com's coin, that has climbed to the 14th place and it's deemed a buy. It's undervalued. It's down 19.39% after it hit that all-time high. A great entry point in my non-financial advisor opinion. This is a great time to accumulate. Let's just look at the chart. So we can see that it's basically had its pullback. Look at the year to date. We had the huge rally up across pretty much October and November. It tripled in November, but in total it's quadrupled. And now we've seen a really, really nice healthy correction, which is what we were expecting. So let me show you some chart analysis as to where I think this will go. Now remember, this will depend on the strength of Bitcoin and the overall crypto market sentiment. So let's get into it. So as you can see, we saw the first rally up in March time in 2021, which is pretty much when most of the crypto showed rallies. But their marketing initiative has propelled them to our all-time high, which we saw here. Now we are seeing a very healthy correction. In the long term, in around by 2023, realistically, we can see a price of around just under $2.5. Now again, this is not the be-all end-all, or nor is it the only way it will go. It will depend on a lot. Further marketing, mass adoption, scalability, interoperability of the Crypto.com's chain, as well as the CRO coin, and because of the chain's interoperability and things like that. So really, it does depend on that. As for the major rallies up, I mean, technically, if we were to do chart analysis from the March point, then we wouldn't have expected such a huge rally up. But it's crypto. It really depends on a lot of things. Catalysts can suddenly come into play and inexplicably see exponential returns. So we can see a potential price up to this point. But you guys, it can be as low as this point here in a bear market, which I think is still a decent price given where we were in the previous bear market, about a $0.55 level. But I do think that the crypto bull run is not over. I think it will be calming down, entering a bear market in 2022, around maybe Feb to April, hopefully more delayed to June. That would be great, but we cannot predict that. So it really does depend. These are huge discrepancies that we see here. Nevertheless, in the long term, I am bullish. So even if we enter a bearish period and we see prices get to this level, I would say this is a great point to accumulate. Right now, you can accumulate for a few swings up. There will be some volatility, absolutely, if I zoom in and show you on the short term. As you can see in the short term, we will likely see a swing up to this point here, about the $1 level. That would be a nice 30% gain. But I do believe if it meets this level, we could see a pullback again. Or if the crypto market sentiment does not hold strong, then we will trade likely downwards all the way to this point here. So it does depend on the overall sentiment. I do believe in it in the long term. So if you're a hodler, you wouldn't really need to worry about this. But if you're a trader, I do think we're going to see one more swing up around this point. The momentum is really, really high because of the marketing. So it's very likely we'll see a swing up, potentially even breaking past this level to around this level here. If we are going by this, if we draw a line here, I'll just show you, up to this point here. So we could see this in the short term about a $1.3, but in the long term, I do think it can be a lot higher, but that will be, again, depending on the bull run. So yeah, but if you're going to be a hodler, I do think the price could go down a little bit further. But right right now, it's more likely that it will swing upwards because of their marketing initiative that's just been launched. If you're a trader, I personally am going to be buying in at this point. But yeah, for the long term, I'm definitely really bullish. So yeah, guys, leave in the comments below what you guys think of the CRO coin. Do you call it the token or do you call it the coin? I started the video calling it a token and I was like, wait a minute, it's got its own native blockchain, the Crypto.com chain. So, and this is their native token, so it would be a coin. And are you guys invested in it? If so, what were your returns? What point did you get in? And how long are you holding? Are you a short-term trader or are you a hodler? I've given some scenarios as to what will happen and what my personal short-term trading strategy is and what my long-term view is. Remember, it's not financial advice, just my opinion based on my own research and my background. So yeah, and if you guys made it this far, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you get informed on when I release a video, as a lot of the information is time sensitive. And if you want to find out about exclusive new projects, new things I buy, everything is mentioned first on my Patreon before anywhere else. So I have linked that, pinned it in the comments below. I mentioned SolChicks, I mentioned so many 100x projects on my Patreon before they went live. As I've been I do a lot of research on this in my spare time. So when I see a good project, it's mentioned on my Patreon. It will also be mentioned on my YouTube channel, but as you know, YouTube channel videos take time, they require edits, so I mention it on the Patreon before it comes onto the channel. So definitely check that out. And guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye!